Outlaw Sports is brought to you by Molson Canadian, made from Canada, and Rocky Mountain Barbecue, Alberta barbecue cuisine at its best. Folks, just wanted to remind you, we've got a couple of weeks left for you to join us on Twitter, so you can win this fabulous autographed Doug Gilmour. Doug Gilmour Jersey.
Jughead.
Oh boy, this is a tough weekend. Anyhow, this is my favorite jersey.
It looks cool.
Grant, I love the more we are away from this jersey, the more I love it.
Yeah, it is. It's a good throwback.
Yep.
And I think for me, though, and for those who remember the Flames of the 80s and early 90s, it just brings back so many memories. Doug Gilmour, to me, the epitome of a team leader.
Wouldn't it be nice to have one of those leaders like Doug Gilmour on this team now?
Yeah. I mean, you know, we can go on for hours dissecting the Flames, but
And
when
we will.
Okay, but when I see that Doug Gilmour name, if you think back to the '89 Flames that won the Stanley Cup, great veterans like Poplinski, Tim Hunter, Lanny McDonald, guys like that, they were important.
Hold on. Two of those guys weren't even dressed in the final game.
No, that's true, but they were important to the team. Lanny McDonald was like the father figure to Joe Nieuwendyk, Theron Fleury, Gary Roberts.
Sure.
But if they didn't have number 39, Doug Gilmour, in their faces, staring at them with those beady eyes saying, "Get your ass going, guys, we're going to lose," they wouldn't have won. So despite those good guys, they needed Doug Gilmour. And that gets me to the Flames today.
Did I not hear correctly, one of the best stories I heard correctly out of that locker room, and it could have been you telling me this, but at your age you probably forgot. In that series, when they lost the game to, one of the games to Montreal, the guys like Poplinski and Hunter started panicking. Guys, we got to get this thing together, or it's going to turn out like 1986 when we lost to them. Come on! And they started panicking. It was Gilmour that came up to the front. This is not the same effing team. This is not going to be like '86. We are going to win this. And that's when he grabbed the proverbial bull by the horns.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then in 1990, though they lost to Los Angeles, still a good team.
Yeah.
He went to the coach, Terry Chris, says, "What the F are we going to do here, coach?" He had the balls to go to the coach and confront him during a game, during a confrontation against the Kings where they were looking bad. That's what the Flames lack now. So that gets me into the discussion. We talk about the past, and Doug Gilmour brings it up. Jerome McGinley is a great person.
Yes.
He is a good hockey player. You've seen him thrive, especially when he has a number one guy, like in the Olympics, like when he's playing on a line with Sidney Crosby.
Absolutely.
Outstanding number two guy. But I've talked to people in the last few days who've coached him here in Calgary in the past, and they say, "Grant, you'll never get a better player, but he's not your team leader." The Flames needed somebody in the last 3 weeks of the season. They needed Jerome McGinley to go in there and smash sticks, get mad, get in front of guys and say, "This is not good. We got to do something." But he's not. He sits there. You know, this is not acceptable, and we know we're going to learn from it. And that's just Jerome. That's what the Flames are lacking right now. They don't have the leadership. That's why Brent Sutter is so despondent, because he thought, he knew what his brothers, Brian and Daryl, couldn't do to get that leadership group, Jerome, going. He tried, didn't work.
Last week, I said this. I said, when are the fans going to get pissed off enough and do something about this? Don't just sign. I know they're rich lawyers and rich oil guys and big corporations just signing it. Ooh, we get to hang around with the Flames. Yeah. But,
I don't know when.
Okay, but you know what? When they threw that jersey on the ice the other night, I actually said, good for you guys. Those are friggin' expensive. And then Kotsopoulos got all pissed off and slammed his stick. You can't disrespect. He did the right thing.
The player did the right thing. The player's not going to say.
So did the fan.
Yeah,
you needed about 20 more of those fans throwing jerseys out there. We're pissed off. We're not going to take this. Change this team. Kotsopoulos can get all pissed off. Why don't you guys do something about it? You're part of the team.
Well, until that
it's a country club. That's why.
Well, it's not a. Yes, it is, because of what I just said about Jerome.
Yeah.
But why do they keep him around? Because he makes the money. He makes the ownership group money. I think that's about to change. Now, if you want to get into a separate topic,
we will.
I've heard there might be a change this summer in the off season. This team spends to the cap, and what do they get for it? 3 years in a row not making the playoffs. Let's try for 8th place and see what happens. I heard they may come down $10 to $15 million on the cap and trade away some of the guys and go with more youth and risk season ticket holders not buying in and maybe losing.
We'll talk more about this as the week goes on, Grant, because, you know, the sad thing is, as we watch the futile attempts this week, and in fact the last 9 games, and then on Sunday you got to see beauties like Pittsburgh and the Flyers. Wow, was that fun to watch. Boston and New York, the playoffs are around the corner. I can't wait. The sad part is the Flames aren't even close to that level of play.
No, they're not.
When it comes to your health, don't take chances. Get all the right information and guidance you need from the Healthy Hut in Cochrane. Be confident in your choices for creating and maintaining a healthy body. For more info, log on to thehealthyhut.ca.